Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I could not wait any longer to do the Nolan ranking, so today I'm going to be ranking every single one of Christopher Nolan's movies, all the way from his first one to his latest, well, almost latest. I'm aware I haven't seen TENET, so it's not going to be on this list, but as soon as I watch it and that review goes up, I'll just in that review give you guys an updated list because I really want to talk about all my ranking because I've been waiting for like a month now and I think it's just finally time. You guys can watch the review for every single one of these movies. I will link them all down below if you guys want to watch any of them, because here I'm not really gonna go too much in depth, just give a little bit, just give a little something to my reasoning. And I also want to say that I recommend every single one of these movies, and I would love for you guys to join me down below and let me know which ones are your favorite and what your ranking of these movies are. I understand if my number 10 is your number 1 because they're all really good, so you guys don't need to justify anything because I think they're all amazing and it just depends on taste. And for majority of Christopher Nolan films, I gave them an A+, so ranking them just had to do with, my favorites obviously. But without further ado, let's get to the ranking. Coming in at number 10 is Following. The reason I put this as my last one is because it doesn't really compare with his newer films. However, it is still a really good movie. My only issues with it was that it was too short. This is barely a feature film. It's his shortest film, which is funny because now most of his films are either almost 2 hours or reach the 2-hour mark and over. And also it just had a little bit of narrative issues and the acting wasn't the best, but the story was there and you could really tell from the beginning what type of director he wanted to be, and I think that's really important. Coming in at number 9, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think it's a surprise if you guys caught up with my reviews, Dunkirk. I put it at number 9 because I'm just simply not a fan of war films, but again, this is a great film and it is, on the technical aspect, a beautiful, visually stunning movie. I'm just not a fan of war movies and I don't really want to rewatch this one, so that's why it's so low on this list. Coming in at number 8 is The Dark Knight Rises. This is my least favorite out of the Dark Knight trilogy, and I still enjoy this movie, which says a lot because I constantly want to go back and watch this one. I love everything that they did with this movie. Well, mostly. You guys can watch in my review, the little stuff that I had problems with, but I thought it was awesome. The action was there. It gave me an awesome Batman movie. It gave me awesome characters, and it ended the trilogy with an awesome movie, and I think that's the most satisfying thing for any fan ever in a trilogy, and especially in this one. It's just awesome when it ends so well. So yeah, it's just my least favorite out of the 3 movies. Number 7 is Insomnia. This one I kept going back and forth because originally it was a bit higher on my list, but after thinking about it, I realized I enjoyed other films of him more. But this one is very underrated and I think everybody should go give this one a watch. I think it's a really nice crime drama thriller. It's really smart and the narrative is really awesome, and also the acting is fantastic. I didn't even know Robin Williams was in this, and I think he stands out the most to me in this movie, and I'm a huge Robin Williams fan and he plays a really different character than his comedy characters he's most known for. So I definitely think you guys should check this one out. I'm pretty sure it is on HBO. I saw it on HBO Max, but I'm not sure if it's still there. I'll put it somewhere here on the side wherever it is. Number 6, Batman Begins. This is an amazing Batman movie. It's so weird that this is like number 6, but guys, I'm telling you, every one of these movies are good, and especially I think from Insomnia and up, I gave them all A+, I'm pretty sure, or at least A's. All of these are A's up above, and Batman Begins is just such a good movie. I love it. It's so entertaining, and it really sets up the character of Bruce Wayne really well, and Christian Bale just does an amazing job, and as a first movie, it's awesome. It's really awesome. I love this one. I don't have any negatives with any of these movies. I just like watching the other ones a bit more. That's literally why the numbers are like that, because I don't think there's anything wrong with Batman Begins. Coming in for our top 5, number 5 is Memento. Oh my god, this movie is so good. This one is crazy good, and I think it's so smart. Actually, the other day in class, the professor was talking about how films have, an act 1 and act 2 and act 3, and films follow a narrative structure And for the most part, a lot of movies, go by that. But I was just thinking in my head, Memento totally breaks the rules of filmmaking in the best way possible, because Christopher Nolan just did something that had never been done, and I'm not sure if any other movie has done it, or at least got into that, capability. But this movie is awesome, and as somebody that loves films and wants to direct a movie and write one, I just like thinking about writing this movie is like, wow, why didn't I come up with that? Because it's so brilliant. This movie is just brilliant. Coming in at number 4 is Interstellar. This is one of my favorite sci-fi movies, and I just love it so much. The story, the acting, everything about this movie is just so good. Like, there's so much I could talk about this movie, which is why I have an entire review for it. It has so much heart, and it's so much different than any other sci-fi movie I've seen. It has a lot of heart, and you can really tell that these characters have importance and meaning, and I think that's something really awesome that you can do with your story and your characters. Number 3 is The Dark Knight. Yes, The Dark Knight. I, like many others, am a huge fan of this movie. I don't think I will ever get tired of this movie. I'm so excited to just watch it again, like seriously. I've loved it since I was a kid, and I love it now, and it's such a great Batman movie. And just like a little side note, this has nothing to do with the video, but I never made a video on the Batman trailer, and I just want to say, it looks awesome, it looks sick, and I'm so excited to be watching that whenever it comes out. I think it's coming out October next year, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I love when directors get Batman right and they do him an justice, because Christopher Nolan did Batman justice in the story, and I think Matt Reeves is also going to do the same thing. But yeah, The Dark Knight is awesome. And also, I love the Joker in The Dark Knight, which is a reason why I like this one more than Batman Begins, because to me, they're both equally perfect. But The Dark Knight is just the one that I always tend to go back toward. And number 2, this was actually my number 1 Christopher Nolan movie for a very long time, but it changed after I saw my number 1. But number 2 is Inception. I love this movie. You guys know I said my little story with it, that I saw it once at school, and I didn't get to finish it. And then when I did, I was like, that is a film. It's so good. I love watching this one as well. I think my top 3 are just movies that I want to keep on watching, even though I want to watch all his movies. But Inception is awesome, and I'm a huge Leo stan. I love him. I always watch his movies, and he's just great in this. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Ellen Page, Tom Hardy. Like, there's so much good talent in this movie, and it's just, the story is awesome, and I love the ending. This one movie has one of the best endings ever. One of those endings that just keeps you wondering and guessing what is coming next, and I think that's just awesome. That's so cool. And coming in at number 1, my favorite Christopher Nolan movie, and one of my new favorite movies, The Prestige. There are not enough words to describe how much I love this movie. I love this movie so much that I even, at the end of the Prestige review, did a little spoiler segment, which I haven't done for any of these movies because I wanted you guys to also be able to watch my reviews if you hadn't seen the movie. I just had to talk about that ending, that amazing twist, and just, even without the twist, this movie is just amazing, because the entire time, even though there was no twist, I was just shocked. It is a magnificent movie, and I haven't seen anything like it, and I don't know, like, I had never seen this movie until I decided to do this binge, and I feel like more people should talk about it. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm, like, surrounded by people that don't talk about this movie, but I don't know, dude, it's so good, and everybody should go watch this one, because it's a special one, and I loved it. It's like everything I love in a movie was put into The Prestige. The performances, the story, the shock factor, everything. I just love this movie so much, and I'm so happy I did this binge because I got to see this movie. Well, that wraps up my Nolan series, almost. I'm putting it, almost. But I'm so happy I did this, and thank you guys so much for watching all of these videos. These videos did really well on my channel, and I gained a bunch of new subscribers and honestly friends with these videos, because I love seeing you guys' comments and what you have to say. So I would really love if you guys could comment down below your ranking, or even if you haven't seen them, which one is your favorite Christopher Nolan movie that you have seen, because I would love to hear it. All of his movies are great, and I had so much fun doing this, and I'm so happy that I did. And please make sure to subscribe. I'm posting Mondays and Fridays, and I have a lot of really cool videos coming really soon. And yeah, I can't believe it's over. I can't believe my list is out into the world. I probably will change it in the future, because a lot of them are interchangeable depending on my mood. But as of right now, that's the list from best to bestest, because there is really not a worst at all. See you guys next time. Bye.